What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video here today. We're back for another HotLap and setup video on the channel. Chinese Grand Prix. Let's get straight into it. Run down to turn 1. This is a real awkward corner to get right. Very prolonged right-hander. I try and take as narrow line as I possibly can myself, as you can see. Down to second gear. Now down to first as we flick it left momentarily. We lock up the left front a little bit there, not ideal. Short shift up on the exit now. Pretty decent run through there, could definitely be a little bit better. Down to turn 6 now, brake as late as you dare, clip the apex, short shift up to second and third. And still down on our previous PB, so not ideal at the moment. Through turn 7, flat out through here, flick it right for turn 8. 9 and 10 come up very quickly. The hardest part of the circuit, in my opinion, is actually probably turn 8, 9 and 10. 10 in particular, just because it's so hard to get the power down. We do a relatively good job of it that time. Through to turn 11, turn 12 now. Pretty decent run through there. Now turn 13, very easy to lose the back end through there, particularly with the setup that I'm actually running. The car seems to really love to get loose, so yeah, that does make our job a little bit harder. But flat out down the long back straight now, brake at the 100 metre board as late as you dare. Down to first gear, click the apex, short shift up to second. Back up through the gears now, we're about a 10th up on our previous time, into the final corner. You want to flick it in just as that white line appears, use up all the curb on the inside and outside, and we cross the line for a 1:28.793. A pretty decent lap. That does move us into the top 100 on the leaderboard. That's going to be the aim of every lap that I do in this setup series. Or HotLap and setup series, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But the aim will be for every track to be in the top 100. As you can see, they were about 4 or 5 tenths realistically off the top. I'm pretty pleased with that, considering China is not normally a favourite track of mine. I feel like that is a pretty damn good lap. But setup 5.5 on the front and rear wing, 50-50 for diff, suspension geometry playing normal, 3.5, 9, 11, 2, 3 for suspension, brakes 152, tyre pressures all the way to their lowest setting all around. And there we go, guys, that has been today's HotLap, the Chinese Grand Prix. Like I said, definitely not perfect, you know, not by any stretch of the imagination, but I put about a solid 30-40 minutes into this lap. I didn't want to spend like an hour or more on it, say like I did with Vietnam, considering, like I said, China has never been a favourite track of mine. That is a bit of a weird statement to make, considering that if any of you guys have watched my previous league racing videos from this track, we're normally actually pretty good around here. I think there's only one Chinese Grand Prix that I actually haven't won in league racing, that I've actually competed in. I can't remember off the top of my head, but a record at the Chinese Grand Prix has been pretty strong. So yeah, we'll try and keep that up. On that note of league racing, Csl starts back up this weekend. So we've got Dynamic Nights Esports Masters. That will start up Friday, I think the usual time, 8:30. I will probably be streaming that, not 100% sure yet. We've got Trans Nation F2 Series back in action, as well as the National Series and the Oceania Regionals. So I'll be a bit of a busy boy come the end of the week. So hope you guys will all tune in for that, but until the next one, I will see you all later.